everyone. Today we were making two local favors, special for the Northern Chinese food lover. And we start with the hot and sour soup. And hot and sour soup actually is a chicken-based soup. And hot flavors come from black pepper, sour flavor come from vinegar. So hot and sour soup actually is vinegar and pepper flavored chicken soup. Okay. And then now I just introduce a bit the ingredient, and we will prepare the soup stock. And then here is the main ingredient for the soup. If you like some chicken meat, you can cook some chicken and cut in small pieces. And then you can put some bean curds. And bean curd is kind of like a Chinese cheese, and made by the soya beans. It's very soft, it's very easy to cut. And you just use any kind of knife, it's very easy to cut, and make small pieces. And these things here, and I would like to call Chinese black jelly mushroom, but in local markets they always call dry fungus, because when you buy the package and then it's come out the dry pieces like that. And then you have to soak with fresh water to redevelop to its original shape. And use fresh water is better, but take a longer time. And if you want to make it fast, you can use some boiling water to expand it. Okay, now you see the difference between the dry one and then the wet one. And you have to develop until it becomes shiny and bounce. Okay, yeah. And all cut in small pieces. And then later on in the kitchen, I will show you how to make the soup. And over here is all the seasoning part. Okay, and then as I said, the hot and sour, the sour is from the white vinegar. The hot part is for the pepper. And naturally, the basic seasoning is the salt and the soy sauce. And for now, I would like to introduce you something, and for later part seasoning the food. And this seasoning the soup, and these things. And we don't use much, and we take the chunk like that and wash up and chop in small pieces, and later on we will using as a seasoning for the soup. Okay, and as well as the sesame seed and the soy sauce and then the green onion. Later on in the kitchen you will see what's going on. And then this is a soup. Finally we will thicken with some cornstarch water. And usually I would like to say, and when we use cornstarch water to thickening, I would like to use 1 part of cornstarch with 1 part of water. But since we use cornstarch water thickening the soup, so I would like to make it a little bit thicker than usual. That means we use a little bit less water than 1 part of water. And then in the end you will have scramble some eggs and then put in the soup. And I think you will see it later on in the kitchen. And so let's go to the kitchen and make the soup. things were prepared, now we start to making soup. And we let the soup stock to a boil first. And then we put in all the ingredients. And roughly for 6 cups of soup stock, and we put in about 1 cup cooked chicken and 1 square of bean curd and half cup of jelly mushrooms. And then let the stew stock with the ingredient boiling again. When the soup starts to boiling again, and then we put in the seasoning. And about half to 1 teaspoon salt, about 2 tablespoons soy sauce, and the dark soy sauce is preferred, and some white vinegar, roughly about 2 tablespoons. And quarter teaspoon to 1 teaspoon black pepper. That gives spiciness. Actually here now I'm just making the show, but I prefer actually not only trust the ingredient you put in, you have to taste a little bit and see the taste is all right. Good. Everything's all right, and then you thicken with cornstarch. As I mentioned before, the cornstarch water is about equal amount of cornstarch with equal amount of water. And then we put in about needed half cup the cornstarch water to thicken 6 cups of the soup stock. But here it's more than 6 cups, so I use a little bit more cornstarch water and put it in gradually. And then let the consistency thicken, a little bit like a cream soup. Now, actually, for me, it's a little bit too running, so I put in a little bit more cornstarch water. Yeah, now should be all right. The scrambled egg, thank you. Okay, and then now turn the heat a little bit lower, and then the soup keep bubbling, and then the scrambled egg here is not really giving any taste, but give the decorations. And slowly turn, let the egg show up. And that is hot and sour soup. It tastes good. Now we put a little bit more things, let it taste even better. Like a teaspoon. 我要sesame seed oil. Okay. Just have a teaspoon or 2, as you please. The chopped Chinese pickle. And some fresh chopped green onions, some sesame seed oil, If you like pepper flavor more, have some touch of fresh ground pepper. That's it. You will have a wonderful soup to cheer you up. And I have cooking class. This is one of the dishes I really want to show. I think that this soup is really represent the essence of Chinese cooking. The other ingredient is very simple. The other ingredient you can have it almost every day. And when we present, we don't use a elaborate decoration, and we let the ingredient play its own role. And eventually you have a very colorful and very tasty and a very exciting soup.